We are happy to be in here with Jack Broadbent. Hey, Jack, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm very good. Thanks for having me.
Good. Thanks for coming to Spindale. Thanks for being in Studio B. And would you like to go ahead and pop off into a song as we get ready for it?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks for being here. Hope you had a great time in Charlotte as you get set up.
Yeah, all good. And it's great to be here. And it's great to be back on the road. It's the first time in a couple of years. So, thanks to everyone who's coming out to the shows. And, it's going to be a good night tonight. I'm going to warm up a little with a bit of slide guitar for you. This is a Canned Heat tune called On the Road Again. I'm so tired of crying, but I'm out on the road again. I'm on the road again. I said I'm so tired of crying, but I'm out on the road again. I'm on the road again. I ain't got nobody just to call my special friend. I ain't got nobody just to call my special friend. I traveled out in the rain and snow, in the rain and snow. First time I traveled out in the rain and snow, in the rain and snow. Didn't have nobody, I didn't have no place to go. I didn't have nobody, I didn't have no place to go. Oh, don't you know? Hey, pretty mama, please don't you cry no more, don't you cry no more. I said, hey, pretty mama, please don't you cry no more, don't you cry no more. Cause then one morning, down the road I'm gone. Then one morning, down the road I'm gone.
Fire. That was great, man. Great cover, Canned Heat. Yeah, some boogie blues for us, huh?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, Monday's the day for some blues.
That's it, It's a good way to start the week.
Yeah, that's a ripper, Jack. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, so for those listening who don't have the optical advantage that I do, Jack is playing slide right there, and he's got a flask that he's using to play slide with as well. And he's got two beautiful Hefner guitars that he's playing on as well.
There we go. Yeah, these they're 1965, both these guitars.
Yeah, are you an ambassador for them? I know that you rep them pretty well.
I am. Yeah. I'm endorsed by Hofner. Yeah, and they're such beautiful guitars. I've as soon as I got this first one, I had to get a second to keep it company, and they've been with me for over 7 years now. I've been using these guitars.
Well, thank you for bringing them here to Spindale today.
That's it, man. Well, they survived another flight,
I guess they're like old friends in that way, and you just wish them well, see you on the other side, right?
Absolutely, yeah. And, try not to think about it too much.
Are you amassing like this huge collection of them, or since you're an ambassador, or is this like the one and two?
I like the old, the vintage ones. So
the Senator and the Congress, right?
This particular era, yeah, they've got another one called Ambassador and a President. They've all got
quite official titles.
Names, yeah. But yeah, I just love these guitars. The tone is just so lovely on them.
You play them extremely well.
Thank you very much.
So you're coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina. That's where you were playing yesterday. How was the gig?
That's right. It was lovely. Yeah, really nice. Nice, great people. Lovely guy called Bob opened the show too. So nice night of blues and folk.
Excellent.
But yeah, it was a great town. First time there, and really looking forward to tonight too. So
yeah, playing in Asheville at the Grey Eagle tonight, and that show is at 8:00.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, the Grey Eagle. I think they're gonna love you there. It's got the vibe right. It's kind of got like part dive bar, part chic kind of thing going on.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Nice. Oh, I'm sure I'll.
And lots of receptive ears.
Lots of
receptive ears.
Oh yeah, cool.
Music lovers up in Asheville.
Nice.
And
I thought you said receptive beers.
They have those too. Yeah, Asheville is Beer City, USA, or at least one of them.
Yeah, cool.
Lots of craft breweries. They'll have that in spades up at the Grey Eagle, I'm sure.
Sounds wonderful.
Well, so once you're done with the Grey Eagle show, that's kind of kicking off, or that's the end of your solo part of the tour.
That's right, yeah.
And then very excitingly, you're going to play with Little Feat after this, starting in New York in like mid-November, right? Just a few more days.
This is it. I mean, you know my schedule better than me.
I did the research.
No, I'm really excited. I was brought up on Little Feat by my father, and so to get the chance to do this is just unbelievable. So yeah, people can check out those tour dates either through the Little Feat website or through any of my social media. And we're going to be doing a run of dates now. Then after Christmas in January, we're going to do another short run in the US, mainly around Florida, and then we're going to Jamaica for a week in late January.
I think he's excited, folks.
Yeah,
Maybe that's coming through on the airwaves, but yeah, that's really cool to get to play with Little Feat. My brother turned me on to them when I was young myself. So right. Yeah, that's got to be like the fulfillment of some big life dream.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and my father is going to come out and join me on the Jamaica dates as well. So he plays bass guitar with me, so that's going to be a trip as well, I'm sure.
Excellent. Yeah, and doing the research, I saw that you were pretty close to your dad, and he's a musician in full himself with Bram Tchaikovsky, right?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. And so that was one of the questions I wanted to get to as we went through the interview process here.
Sure.
Is, I imagine he's probably really, really formative for you as a musician. Did you gig with him when you were younger?
Yeah, I did, and I was always writing my own songs, so we'd always play as a duo with him playing bass guitar with me, which was just as a 14-year-old to have that level of playing backing you. You don't often get the chance to do that. To play with people that are that much better than you is really, I think, how anyone improves. So for me, that was a blessing. But then also I'd play drums in bands that he was playing in, so we played a lot of blues and a lot of rock and roll when I was, before I even started touching guitars. I was always a drummer.
Gotcha. Was he sharing blues with you from a young age? Is that kind of where
I think
the hooks came in? Or?
I think it just sort of sat in the background of everything we were into. I mean, like I listened to a lot of Steely Dan, I listened to a lot of Little Feat, Doobie Brothers, and that kind of stuff. And I suppose at the heart of a lot of that music, it all comes back to the blues eventually. I when I started playing slide guitar, it was just a way of being able to kind of bring everything together, all those influences, try and pull it all together.
Yeah. So do you still play drums?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on. Actually, I've got a record coming out, a new record coming out in March. But on the record that you've got here on Moonshine Blue, yeah, that's me playing drums on all those tracks.
I was wondering
I've got a drummer on this new record, a guy from Quebec called Mark Gibson. He's going to be playing on the new record. He's fantastic.
Very cool. So yeah, I know that the kind of you and your dad were like the core of Moonshine Blue.
Yeah,
and it was recorded over COVID. Is that right, or at some point of it?
No, that was pre-COVID. The new records we've done during the lockdown. I was up in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The Moonshine Blue record. That was recorded in Nashville just before COVID, and we recorded it with Peter Keys, who plays piano for Lynyrd Skynyrd.
Nice.
And a great saxophone player called Mickey Gutierrez. He plays on one of the tracks on the record, and then we finished it off in Canada. So it's and the new record we recorded in Canada, but via the UK with my dad playing on it and sending it back. So all these albums are pretty well traveled, you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, and I remember reading that you are you like recording at night, like
Yeah.
late at night.
Yeah, well, we try and get. I like to record in sort of like personal studios, you know, rather than
Professional.
going in at 9 a.m. and trying to get it together. You know, we recorded whenever we felt like it, and that way we got the takes when we wanted them. You know.
Yeah. So as you and your dad kind of primarily working on a lot of these tracks,
Yeah.
and did that was that like a power shift change in some way, or is it like the continuation of you as a kid playing with dad? You know,
Well,
going
it's
on
a
forever.
very interesting question. I think we've got this rare chance that we can play. You know, it's I don't think many people get the opportunity to have that with the parents as they get older. It is fun. It's playtime. You know, it's it's great, and we have no real kind of like procedure. We approach each song as we approach them. We don't really have to talk too much. We just get on and do it. You know, we don't really rehearse or anything like that. It's more. I think it goes a little deeper than that. You know.
Yeah, it is something rare, unique, and special when a father and son get to share those commonalities of musical interest and ability to play at the same time and get together. I love that story. I mean, that's a really great one.
And also sentiment. You know, I mean, he knows what he's playing. You know, and he knows the material because it's it's close to him. So I think it's different than just playing along with somebody who's written a song. I think there's a bit more attachment to the material.